Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're still going to work on limiting the camera when we reach a certain distance, but I'm going to show you the problem we're going to be fixing. So let's just start the game up. And as always, we'll just let this run through. And we're going to back away until we hit max distance. So we're at max distance. Let's fire a special move. And as you can see, I can still knock the opponent backwards when we shouldn't be able to once we hit that max distance. So I'm going to come to the opponent AI script and we're coming to this function, opponent hit by special movement. So special movement. So not these two functions, just the one that deals with the movement. And we're going to fix this now. We're going to come here below this first if block. Now it does matter where this code goes, so please be aware of that. And we're going to create another if statement. So if game manager in brackets camera at max distance is equal to false, let's come to the end of the line. We'll open and close brackets. And we'll quickly put this into the comments. So if at max distance equals false, and what we can do is we can take all of this code from opponent move direction equals right down to this collision flags line. We're going to cut and we're going to paste that in. So if you're wondering why the code looked a little bit jumbled, I'll admit it, I have this is the second attempt at trying to record this video. That's the reason why. So now we've got all of that code in place. Now if we hit max distance, if we're not quite at max distance, we start to be moved backwards, and then we hit max distance, we want to stop all movement. So right at the very top we'll create another if statement, and in fact let's just copy this top line. And we'll just paste that in and we'll just change false to true. And we'll just change the comment as well. We can just put in a return statement. And we'll just put in the normal comment. And then we're going to come to just before this last if block. Now we need to hit our movement position before we can go through to wait for animations. So we're going to create another if statement, and we can just copy the line camera at max distance equals true. let's paste that in. We'll open, in fact now we don't need to open and close brackets. We can just use a single line. And what we're going to do is say that our movement position is equal to our current transform dot position dot x. We'll close the line off and we'll put this into the comments. So we'll put then set SP hit movement position to equal our current transform on the x-axis, which means that our current position has to be equal to the SP hit move position. We can then continue on with the finite state machine and go to wait for animations. Let's just save this off and we'll test this out. So let's just hit play and we'll let it run through again. And we'll just retreat until we hit the max distance equals true. We'll throw out the special move. And now you can see the opponent can not be knocked further back, but if I come closer, when we're not at max distance, the opponent will still move back. And if I come to the max and just come in slightly, so we're just at false at the moment, we'll throw the special move. The opponent started to move and then stopped once we hit max distance. So let's stop that there. We know that's working perfectly now. So let's come to opponent hit by standard. So standard movement. So there is no way normally, at least within my project, that the opponent can be hit by a standard move when they're as far apart as possible. So I originally wasn't going to change this void, but then I did think of Street Fighter 2 with Dial Sim. And I thought, just in case one of you has a character like that with stretchy limbs that can go the length of the screen, we should do the very same for this function. So, for most of you, this won't be necessary. Maybe even all of you, but I don't know. There may be the odd one or two people watching who do have a character like that. So this is for those people. And luckily we can actually just copy and paste a lot of the code. So I'm copying the two new if blocks. Let's just paste that in. And I just need to add a close bracket there. And again, we'll just cut and paste the movement code into that function. And let's have a look. So let's just copy this if statement in as well. Only this time it's the hit set move position rather than the SP hit move position. So let's just change that out there. And we'll change it out there. So let's have a look. And I got that wrong. It shouldn't be hit set move position. Do apologise, just hit move position. So let's just change those out. We'll save that off there. Now obviously I cannot test this code again for you because I do not have a character like that. But we know the code works because it's exactly the same we've used for the special move, and we know that works. So again, for those of you that may have a character like that, just do the exact same thing, and I think we'll actually leave it there for this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.